All right, Missouri, Kansas State next up. We've got Kansas State 7.5, 8-point home favorites here, 57 the total in this one. So I cashed a ticket with Missouri. Really felt good about them last week against Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech's, new coaching staff, kind of starting over here, and Missouri, bringing back Brady Cook at quarterback now in the, I believe, third or fourth season now for Eli Drinkwitz, the head coach. It was just a good setup for them to get off to a good start, and they did that 52-24. They ended up getting a blowout win and point spread cover against Louisiana Tech. This is going to be more difficult, though, now. You're going to go on the road, face a Kansas State team that, coming into this season, there was a lot of people thinking this would be a pretty solid football team this year. The question for me was going to be, I think the defense is good. I love the running back, Deuce Vaughn. I think the receiving corps is improved. They're going to be able to play good defense. It's always been the way it's been under Chris Kleiman here with the Wildcats since he's been there. But at the end of the day, can we get quarterback play from Adrian Martinez that is going to make this team take that team to the next level, Kansas State? And I'm still wondering. I mean, it was not they didn't ask him to throw the ball much against South Dakota last week in that 34-0 win. They didn't really have to because they're having such success with Deuce Vaughn running the football. Now you're facing a better team. You're facing an SEC team. You're facing a team now where you're going to have to make some plays throwing the football. So, that's going to be the question mark here for Martinez here against Missouri. Again, Missouri's going on the road right now, but, with this Missouri team, I look at them as a team that when you're getting them with, catching more than a touchdown, getting them in the underdog role, their defense is still a little bit leaky. There were times Louisiana Tech moved the ball on them, but I still think compared to last year, what I saw last week, their defense is improved. It's hard not to be because it was just so bad last year, the Missouri defense. But, I think their offense is capable here with Brady Cook and company. I wouldn't be looking to lay more than a touchdown with Kansas State. It's tough because I think personnel-wise, Connor, you grade out these rosters. You got to like Kansas State's roster a little bit more than Missouri, but I don't love the quarterback. I still don't trust Adrian Martinez. It's one thing to, play mistake-free, clean football, rely on the run game because you can just overpower a weak South Dakota Coyotes team. Well, now you're playing Missouri. It's not going to be easy to have that, be able to win in the trenches like you did last week. You're going to have to ask Martinez to do something for you, throwing the football in this game. So I'm leaning Mizzou. Total 57. I'm still not ready to bet Missouri games under. That's for sure. But be careful because Kansas State's going to want to slow this down. They do have a pretty good defense. So it's kind of a clash here where Kansas State probably correlates with under. Missouri probably correlates with over in this game. But I think Kansas State can still move the ball against Missouri. So I'm leaning over and I'm leaning to the dog. What do you think, Connor, here? Missouri, K-State.
I'm with you here, too, a little bit on Missouri games. I don't really want to jump to an under, especially at this number. What are we going to get, though? I like Kansas State. What you're talking about, add a touchdown or just over here, right around anywhere 7.5 to 8. I just don't trust Martinez. I'm sorry to say, and that'll keep me maybe from taking K-State. And I got to see it. Just consistently, he can make plays, but he just makes mistakes. Kind of like Bo Nix. It's just what these guys are. They just make mistakes consistently. I look to just keep it to Vaughn, run it, try to, get Martinez to roll out, use his legs, and be safe with the ball, little play action, stuff like that. I think K-State's the better team here. It's just, do they cover? I'm not so sure. They beat La Tech, a team that's kind of gone downhill. They scored a little bit. Yeah, I don't trust their defense. I think these numbers are pretty spot on. The total's right there. This is a good number. So this is nothing for me here early.
Yep. I'll tell you what, it's the Adrian Martinez vindication. You're right. What we're seeing with Nebraska, but at the same time, he's still a problematic quarterback. I know Nebraska's still having a tough start to the season. They struggled from start to finish with North Dakota last week. They had the loss to Northwestern, and obviously Martinez can't be blamed now because he's gone. But
Martinez
has still got issues. He still does. Yeah.
We're not ragging the guy. It's just a fact.
No.
We're gambling here.
Yeah.
So when I hear people rag on this guy, I'm not ragging. It's just, he is what he is. And I'm just saying, when you're gambling here and over a touchdown to cover a game like this, just be leery. That's all.
Yeah. He was part of many problems Nebraska had last year and 2 years ago. But now
he still got problems.
He's gone. And there's still the other set of problems that Nebraska has: coaching and game management and penalties and, bad defense at times. And interceptions from the quarterback. Now it's Casey Thompson having those issues right now.